Kanpai!
Delicious. Welcome, weebs. Welcome to. Why did it? Okay. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't actually. Yeah, I'm gonna pretend I didn't actually get that, and I'm just gonna say hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 65 of Kanpai Cast. I am your host Nasuth. I am joined, of course, by Xenogelion and MDRLOz, and this week we're gonna be doing a little bit of fun, sort of improv-y stuff. A little bit of whose line is it anyway? But we're calling it whose show is it anyway? Anyway, before we get into that, let's do a tiny little bit of housekeeping. Let's just remind everyone that you can, look down below. We got some timestamps in the description, and if you look directly below me, you can see some chapters. And if you pull up on the seek bar, you can actually get like pinpoint accuracy sort of scrolling. So yeah. If there are parts of the show you really want to see, and parts of the show you're not quite so interested in, just look out for those and skip to the parts you want to see, all that good stuff. And make sure you like the video, please. We appreciate it. The algorithm is a absolute trashy thing, and it helps no one. So every little bit you can do, liking the video, leaving a comment, clicking the bell, telling your friends, sharing it on. Is Twitter still around? Has it burned
Twitter
down yet?
Twitter may or may not be down. We don't know.
Yeah, so if Twitter's still around, make sure you share it on Twitter or Facebook or all that good stuff. Get it out there. Get everyone interested. At the end, I think that's it for housekeeping. Unless you've got anything.
No.
Shall we get into it?
Sure.
Right, so I am your host, Clive Nasuthson, and welcome to Whose Show Is It Anyway, where everything's made up and the points don't matter. Only people who have actually watched Whose Line Is It Anyway will get that, and only people who've watched the British version will know who Clive Anderson is. So,
Who's Clive Anderson?
You've never watched the British version of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
No, I didn't even know we had a British version of Whose Line Is It Anyway.
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
Wow. Okay. That's really sad. So the idea this week is we are going to randomly pick a genre, a character trait for the main character, and a setting.
Sorry.
Bless you. Because that's funny. That's funny. That's the word. That's the right one. There's. God, I'm gonna have to explain that to somebody at some point.
Can I just point out something to Xeno?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Whose line is it anyway? It's a British show with an American adaptation.
Yeah, it started in Britain.
Oh, so we made it, and then they stole it. Got it.
Yeah. Well, so they ended up doing a Whose Line Is It Anyway in America, where they were doing it from like Hollywood, and then that eventually mutated into the American version that was on, I think, ABC. I don't remember. I didn't like the American version nearly as much because I'm not a Drew Carey fan. Also, they didn't have as much variety in the guests, which was really sad. Anyway,
what are we doing?
Sorry. So main character trait, setting, and genre. We will pick them from this glorious spinny wheel, which is not spinning for some reason.
Because you broke it.
I must have broken. Where are the assets? There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, are we doing a thing?
We're doing a thing.
What's the thing?
We're doing a show. It's just like it's not a game show or anything. It's just we're just having fun, trying to come up with shows given certain criteria.
I don't. Unless I missed it, you haven't done that bit yet. You've just said about Who Line Of It Anyway, and then you brought up this thing. And
I know. I'm trying to wait for him to do it.
I said we're gonna take a main character. We had to get a main character trait, a random trait, a setting, and a genre, and then we have to
we made him.
And then we have to make an anime out of it.
Oh, okay.
I think this is supposed to be like an elevator pitch, but we're not actually getting to choose what the main criteria are.
Yeah,
we're relying on
That's why it's not an elevator pitch, because an elevator pitch you come with an idea. That's why it's Whose Line Is Anyway, and it's the premise.
Nah. Right. So I think I will nominate myself to be the first victim of this because, God knows what's going to happen. And it's landed on Cyberpunk! Oh.
Music! Your genre is music.
Well, clearly, Solaire is the talented musician of this one. So I got music.
He
What
is.
else?
Your main character trait
Oh wow.
is wow, I cut it off a little bit.
Agoraphobic bonus points for an agoraphobic mecha pilot. Can't be outside their mecha's cockpit. So basically, that they can't be in crowds.
Yes.
Right? I mean, oh god, yeah. So it's like just on the edge there. Oh god.
But it also has to be about music.
Okay, fine.
And your setting is an alternate reality.
Yeah.
You meet your alternate twin.
Okay. This is so close to Tacto P already. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Right? Okay, so it's a music theme, so it's based on music, agoraphobic, and what was the third one? Alternative world where I may or may not end up meeting my twin.
Yes.
So I'm thinking Macross here. I'm thinking like
nice.
powering mecha with music, and it's a okay. Let's get some let's just put some anime up on the background. Let's just get some anime up on the background.
I gotta make that because it was cutting that stuff off, and also that was coming in and out. Anyway.
Okay. Fine.
Anyway, anime on the background, how you say?
Yeah. So you need to close the interaction window. I told you this.
Yeah.
If you have that interaction window open, it's not gonna work.
That's true. That's true. Sorry, there's a little bit jank, a little tiny bit jank. But these things happen.
Anyway.
Why is that now not?
This is why we can't have nice things. What did you do? Have you turned on the wrong one?
Maybe.
When did the magic run out and the wizards fail?
No, it's the Chrome window. There we go.
Okay. Clearly you broke it. Anyway, right. So why is it on? I'm just gonna put it on anything. There we go. Right. So. Oh,
Giant
God.
mech, music setting, agoraphobic, meet your own twin in an alternate reality.
I'm just
may or may not also be agoraphobic.
Actually, hang on. Before we start this one, do we want 2 spins of that second wheel of the unique ones? Because I thought it was really good, the agoraphobic. But it isn't really a lot to work with.
Yeah, give me two.
Give me a few more details.
So you want two main character traits.
Yes, 2 main character traits.
Let's get.
I'm liking this, but yeah, I think you need a little bit more than just that. It's still quite large. I'm gonna make a pitch. So
interact.
That's what I want. Yes.
Yeah, I think you wanted a third wheel that was like features of your story, and it's got like I don't know. It's good. Yeah. So let's go on a spin of this. See what we get.
We're gonna get.
Oh yeah! See, that's awesome.
Their guard dog.
Nice.
Okay.
See, now he's
the way,
cooking with gas.
Okay.
Shout out to Thaylien for helping me with these.
Fuck you, Thaylien. Right. I need
Thaylien, well done.
Hold on. Right. So, music setting. I need to write this down because I'm.
It's the one thing missing.
So what was it? Lizard guard dog. Guard debug log. Dog. What was the other one?
Music.
I got that.
Agoraphobic, in a mech, and in an alternate universe where you meet your own twin, who may or may not be agoraphobic.
Universe where with twin. Okay. What's the? So are we doing 2 settings and 2 character defining traits?
No, just that.
Just
the 2 character traits.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to give you something more to work with, because I think you wanted a bit more there, and it's just like
Okay. Well, clearly, the lizard guard dog is called Scruffy, and mostly because right. So and the lizard guard dog is an animal companion that assists in the main character's agoraphobic composer nature. So as a composer, I'm gonna go with a he. We're gonna call him I just try to think. I need to be careful about. Yeah, I was going to go with Jeff or something like that. But the problem, okay, right, it's Jeff. His name's Jeff. David. There we go. His name's David. Right, makes it easy for me. And he's a famous composer. He has he's sort of like a recluse, so everyone knows who he is, but he will never go out to concerts to perform his, to conduct his own music and everything. So he comes up with these amazing compositions and everything, but he'll never leave his apartment. And in fact, in this fantasy world setting of magical Earth, it turns out that this David. Damn it, this is why I don't want to... Yeah, okay. This David, he's not actually from this world. This is why he doesn't want to go outside, because he's too scared of interacting with people and ends up getting caught. He's already been caught out by Scruffy, his lizard dog companion, but he feels a bond with Scruffy, like a soulmate kind of bond, and as a result, Scruffy helps out... this is just an isekai. David, by doing his regular chores and shit like that. What do you want me from me, Lars?
A world? A setting? A story?
I said it's like a magical,
I have yet to have a story. We've moved this character from one world to thing. He's some savant music person.
So he's hiding in his room. In this world. He's stuck in this world. He's...
Why does the lizard talk?
Why doesn't... why can't the lizard talk? Are you being...
That's interesting. Explain. A lizard's a common thing?
Yeah, it's magic!
It's not a common
thing. Magic!
There's magic right? Now! That's freaking magic! Right, come on! Work with it, man!
Talking lizard, right?
Yeah, is he from this universe or is he different?
No, he's from this, Not our universe, he's not from David's universe, he's from the universe that David's landed in.
Right, and how did the lizard come? Did the lizard come with David or come later?
No, the lizard was from the world.
But did the lizard come at the same time as David, or was he already here, or did he come after David?
I've already said he's from this world. Of course, he's already here.
Oh, he's already here. So this world has magic now.
This world, yes.
Right. Okay. Come on.
Magical European world.
Come on, do more with it. Come on.
Right.
Oh, it's medieval. Right. We've got a time period. Good. Right. Come on.
I feel bullied here, right?
You started by just literally combining all the words Nasuth gave you into a sentence. I want more.
Yeah, well, I'm freaking trying. Okay, fine. So he's got to survive in this world. He can't get home. Everything. Okay, all written language is backwards. He can't read any of it. But the only thing that still works is music, right?
Why can't he use a mirror?
What's a mirror? All right, so he's busy trying to work out how to survive in this world setting, and he ends up, getting help from Scruffy the lizard dog, and, so he's just trying to survive. But his music is so unique and spiritual and creates all sorts of weird and wonderful crazy magic that everyone is trying to get an interview with him, but he doesn't want to go outside or anything, because he knows out there, his alter ego, not his alter ego, his twin, right, in the universe, who's his doppelganger, right, who's an extremely famous, nobleman, right, everyone recognizes him, and then they will realize that this person is like an imposter.
In medieval Europe.
Magic! Fucking Harry Potter has fucking working newspapers.
Yes, and that's in the present day.
Oh my god. Fine. They have newspapers.
You know why paintings were really important back in the medieval period and what they were used for?
Historical record?
To give you a method of knowing what somebody would look like. Like, literally, you would send a painting for, like, I want you to marry my daughter, here's a painting of my daughter. And a lot of times we're like, oh my god, that person is beautiful. And the actual painting would not look at all like the daughter because it was painted in presence of the dad. And the dad was like, oh yes, that's definitely what my daughter looks like. There's also, like, paintings for, like, this is what your monarch looked like. Which is pure propaganda, because they might not even look like that, because it might be a 20-year-old photo and they're fat. So how is this person, who is a magical musical savant that's somehow making money in a medieval world where he's somehow living in a building and not able to go outside, but he's able to pay for that, but he's a famous musician, but himself from this universe, yes, but himself from this universe is also a really well-off lord. And
no, that's the doppelganger. The doppelganger is the well-off lord.
Yes, in this the copy of him in this universe, in this medieval magical European world, is a well-off lord. That's the actual version of him in this universe. Right, but so people are going to recognize him because how does he make money?
He composes music.
Magic. Why doesn't he just move to a different country?
He gets commissioned. I don't. Oh my god. You know what? I kind of want to nominate Loz to do this now because this is hard. This is fucking hard.
You gotta try and defend it. You gotta do things. You gotta build your story. Do you know what the key thing is, right? You start big. You don't start with "and my lizard's called Scruffy," because no one cares.
Okay, fine. Loz has nominated himself now.
Come on, bring it. Let's go. Let's go.
Go on, Nasuth.
Let's do this. Let's do this thing.
All right.
I'm glad that Xeno went first because I'm enthused now. I was a bit like, ugh. Now I'm like, no, I can do this better. Come on.
Right. So your genre is.
Okay.
If he gets mech, I'm gonna lose it.
Oh no!
Slice of life.
I wanted something used. Oh,
Settings.
Your setting is.
oh, come on, something good. Oh, come on!
Magic High School.
Come on, Loz.
And your 2 character traits are.
Okay, get something good, something I can work with here.
Agoraphobic!
Right? No, I can work with that. I can work with the agoraphobic.
I'm just had that one came up
Yeah,
again.
no, this is.
And unusually hairy in the non-furry way.
What?
You know, so it's not an anthropomorphic animal. It's just somebody with a lot of body hair. Whether it's a boy or a girl, they have a ton of body hair. They're like, think
does it have to be body hair?
The
This
wolf
says
boy.
unusually hairy. I mean, could it be
Just have-
Rapunzel
I guess
style?
it could be like Saiyan hair, yeah.
Yeah, does that count?
Sure, why not?
Okay, alright. Give me a sec. Okay, let me think. Sorry, I'm just adjusting this so it doesn't eat into my head like it does every time. Right, okay, let's try that. Okay, right, so I've got a music. Right, okay. I have a slice of life. I have a magic school. I have some agoraphobia, which is from my main character, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And I have
Unusually long hair.
Unusually
or
long.
unusual hair.
unusually hairy.
Yeah.
And that's what I have to work with, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Give me 2 seconds. Getting there?
No, 2 seconds. Just start.
Printing! Okay, no,
Just
no,
start.
no, let me just... It's forming. Almost there. I just want a little bit. Let me give me a sec. Yeah, I want... I'm just trying to... I just need to choose a race. My mind...
It's going better than I could have ever dreamed.
I hate you, Nasuth.
I mean, it's my turn next, so...
Can I have a hairy animal? Can one of you give me a hairy animal?
Gorilla.
Gorilla. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yep, that's perfect. Yes! Yes! Perfect, Xeno. That is absolutely brilliant. That is... Okay. And... I'm gonna steal... Oh, no, I don't have to have alternative words. I was about to... That was Xeno's, wasn't it?
That was
Yeah.
Xeno's.
Oh, okay, I can't have that. Oh, let's have to drop that then. Okay, and yeah, and it's got to be unusually hairy. So just one last check, because I think I'm ready. So, I have to have a slice of life in a magical school, agoraphobic main character, and slightly hairy.
Unusually hairy.
Unusually hairy. Okay, good. Right. So, our setting is an alternative universe. World of magic and myth. In the past, the planet was ruled over by a race of magical gorillas. They were the origin of magic, and they used that magic to impose their will upon all the other races. Now, this is a world with loads of magical races, all anthropomorphized, obviously, because we can sell more products that way. So we've got lizard girls, we've got lamias, we've got spider girls, we've got everything. But the gorillas were the top. Their magic it just dominated everything. However, they became decadent, and they started. Let's be fair. They had a few slaves. They had a bit of interbreeding. We're not going to go into this. No, we're not doing.
We can't judge them.
Of this. We're not judging them. No, they had a bit of this. They also experimented a lot with other races using their magical powers. Because even a hybrid is not going to beat a gorilla. Gorilla is supreme. So over time, they interbred. No, they made some creations, and then sadly, the gorilla nation, in its hubris, decided to try and control and bring all magic to themselves, to make themselves absolute and transcendent gods. No one knows if they succeeded or not, but they all disappeared. All the true gorillas disappeared.
Is this the plot?
Yes, this is our background. This is our setting. Right. So now all the gorillas are gone, right? But their legacy remains. So now we've left this magical world where there are still a bit of magic left around, but the only people who can use it are the old experiments were left behind because they weren't true gorillas. All the true gorillas went. Now these people, the only way you can tell them apart is at times, especially when they use their magic, that gorilla thing comes through and they become extra hairy. Mainly in a cool, sellable way. I'm thinking like flowing hair over the shoulders or something. Just it doesn't look
Troll
silly
dolls.
or anything.
They become troll dolls.
A bit, but it'll look cool like Super Saiyans, you know. So we can sell cool-looking dolls and models of the girls, you know.
Isn't this just the plot of, the setting of Lord of the Rings and the elves?
No.
No. Okay.
I mean, it feels very much like the plot of the Grimoire of Zero, but okay.
Grimoire of Zero.
Yeah,
Never seen that.
Never seen that. So.
And potentially Zero no Tsukaima.
Don't know what that is.
The Familiar of Zero.
I don't remember that one. No. Anyway, let me keep going. That's good. It's good. I'm loving this. So anyway, right. So there are still now years later. We're talking thousands of years later. The bloodlines of those hybrid people remain, and some of them, the magic, they become strong enough in them, and they can use magic. But if they do use their magic, they are revealed, right? The true magic, the ones with the true gorilla magic. But over time, it's diluted, and there's other weaker forms of magic. And these people can use magic like normally, like, you know, the spider people and the whatever, but they don't reveal the flowing hair of the magical gorilla, right? That proves your bloodline is, you know, linked to them. So gorillas are gone, thousands of years later. All the other races sort of live in harmony, or they've tried to. And the one way they've done it is they have to bring people together at a magical school. So we've got our setting as our magical school where all different races, the best magicians or those who they feel have got not gorilla magic, but like their own magic, that's evolved over time. It actually did come from the gorilla magic, but they see it as different. It's grown off into a different avenue. They come together in the school to maintain world peace, and they've got to keep this school. Magical comedic hijinks ensue all the time. Then when years later, we have
Harry Potter now.
No, because I haven't got a Dark Lord. You're just saying things. You're just being. No. You're not criticizing what I'm saying. You're just saying that's this. The entire world
is like, you know, it's like, oh, we've got this magical. No. Like, everything rests on this magical high school.
No, that's not how Harry Potter works at all. There's multiple magic high schools in. There's multiple magic high schools in Harry Potter. And Harry Potter's really strange.
None of them seem to have any relevance apart from fucking Hogwarts.
This one's also not in secret. It's out in the open. Everyone knows that magic's real.
Look, you. Just because I've made a cool setting and I'm actually getting somewhere, and I haven't got.
I'm waiting for the plot.
I've got a dog called Scruffy.
Where's the plot?
Well, I don't have. Where's the plot? What was your plot? You didn't even have a plot. You just had some musician who had to hide himself.
I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that. Come on, what's your plot?
Right. Well, it's a slice of life, so literally I don't have to. I literally have.
I know, right?
So anyway, but I'm going to try anyway. So, what we're going to do, right, is this person who is going to be sort of human. Humans do exist, and that kind of look down on because they don't have much magical power. They have some, but she actually is a strong descendant of the original gorilla hybrids. Mm-hmm. If she ever uses her power too much, it will be revealed. So she is very agoraphobic. She doesn't want to risk it because if she gets scared or whatever, she's worried she might lash out with magic.
Yeah.
So
and reveal herself. So she has to be very careful. She can use her magic in public, but she has to do it. She's Gorilla Chan, yes, Gorilla Chan. Yeah, she has to be very focused. So she's okay going to lessons and things, but she can just about manage it because she really has to mentally prepare herself. She knows ahead what she's got to do in the magic class, and she prepares it so that she does it in a sneaky way that doesn't reveal her gorilla magic powers. Yep. And then what we've got? So I've got the agoraphobia. That brings it in because, a key reason for it.
Genuine question, right? So is it just the fact that she uses any magic will then
no.
activate?
Just use too much magic.
Too much magic, yeah. Remember, she's human.
Right.
She's
so
a little bit of magic.
She's got to temper it down to make sure that she doesn't go full-blown gorilla magic.
Nobody expects much because she's a human, so they don't have a lot of magic as a race, so nobody expects too much of her, but she has to be very careful and focused when she does it, because otherwise it could go and reveal herself, so she's pretty careful.
Okay.
Yeah. And on the full moon, she turns into the mighty Ozuru. And,
mighty Ozuru. Right, now as for an actual plot of where it's going forward, well, I've got the slice of life card, which means I don't even have to aim for a plot.
Well, okay, let's have some other characters, like what's it called? Go,
Well, I've got a whole host of other characters we can have. We can have the best friend. I'm going with a half spider magical girl. That'll be our best friend.
Half spider?
Yeah, because remember, my world has...
There are experiments, yeah.
Yeah, no. There's normally no. I said from the start that this is a world. We got all kind of races, magic races.
Oh,
on
okay,
to start
right.
with.
Okay. How half spider? Are we talking like just?
Oh, we're talking Dryder sort of style.
Oh,
Marketable,
okay.
marketable.
Full.
It's not like mandibles. You know, we got boobs and things. We got to market this. Remember?
Yeah.
No, it's just like, oh no,
gotta
she's
hit that
got like
Monster
8
Girl
eyes.
fandom.
That's it, right? And she just needs
yeah.
webs everywhere. So okay. So this magical high school, right? Okay.
Yep.
I'm with you, right? I'm on board, right? Okay. But how does it accommodate for the different size of student?
Magic.
Right? So do they?
I can say magic because Magic High School was in my bloody thing, whereas you just
No,
want
it's
magic
fine.
to do with it.
I know.
I can say magic all I want.
No, I'm not. I'm trying. So are we saying
So the
like
doors just like change size?
Do they? Do they change size? Do they become more human in appearance so that they?
No, the building's sentient.
Right. So the building just changes shape to accommodate them.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
That would actually be visually amazing.
right here.
But the rules have it that the building isn't allowed to sort of like, it's like a magical sort of ghost possession thing of the building itself. But it's not allowed to, by law, any of the accommodation or bathroom areas. Or does it? Hijinks ensue. Some products.
Okay. Right.
Can they talk to the building?
Oh yeah.
Is it sentient?
Oh yeah. It's a very
Interesting.
proud building. It's the only building of its kind. It's like complete magical accident happened in the making of this building. It was like, an experiment gone wrong. Building became sentient.
Interesting.
So
But at the same time, it can defend itself. So that's why this is chosen as the place where all the races come together in this peaceful sort of thing of bringing people together, learn magic together, and become the leaders of the world in the future. That's what the school does, because nobody can attack this place because it'll defend itself. It's like the ultimate magic.
So
thing.
is it bigger on the inside?
Of course it is.
Okay, just checking.
No,
I just want to know if the
it's
school
not.
grows.
No. It's smaller on the outside.
Small on the outside.
It's an illusion spell to make it appear smaller on the outside.
No, it's magic.
No. It's because the whole thing is that it changes.
It warps space time. Yeah.
It's got to change slightly and everything. Right, okay. Let's should we hand over to Nasuth now? Should we put him through this?
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, no, I mean, I did kind of interrupt. Did you want to try and improve yours anymore, Xeno? No, I've kind of shown you how.
No, I really didn't like my setting or anything.
Okay, cool. Well, I think I've done fairly well on mine, and the slice of life card
yes.
did save me a bit because I don't have to come up with a plot.
I'd argue that the magic school, like school settings, are like, oh, that's easy. That's just fucking school, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Just go magic school. Magical slice of life. I'm like, which is magic school slice of life, isn't it? Copy print from previous one.
Fucking music. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Music.
Yeah. But you could have done cool things. That what I would have done for your one.
Yeah.
We'll do it later. Let's get Nasuth.
Yeah, let's do it later.
Yeah.
Go on, Nasuth.
All right. So I get.
Fuck you get the mecha.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So and my setting is.
Oh, we should have guests on for this. This could be fun.
This. Oh yeah.
Obviously, they have to know it's
What
coming.
is that?
A village on the edge of a forest ruled by a whimsical and unpredictable spirits.
With mecha.
With Becca.
Okay. This is still workable.
All right. And my character traits are. Carries a teddy bear that they use ventriloquism on, but their voice sounds generally like somebody else when they do. If it's a cute girl, but with a dirty old man voice for the bear, or a guy with a sexy one-san voice for the bear. All right, and okay.
Deathly afraid
of cats.
See this,
right?
Okay, so like I kind of appreciate. Maybe I was just too in the moment, but like mecha and the whole forest thing. That's really nice and restrictive, right? But the problem with alternate world with a twin is just like really loosey goosey.
Oh, do you? Okay, I can explain how I was going to do that for yours if you want.
Go on then.
Okay, right. So I think you had it the wrong way around. What you want to have is, I like the guy. Your main character is a magical savant.
Yeah.
He's like, it's a musical savant. We're not even going to make magic in it so far, but he is playing this music, which is just like transcending everything. It's amazing. So what actually happens is, at the same time, another copy of him in a different universe is sort of playing similar music, and that connection opens up a portal, and it's not himself that he throws. He actually loses his girlfriend, just disappears. And it's in the middle of a performance. His girlfriend's on stage with him when he's doing this amazing performance, like the height of his career, and he's playing this music with all his effort, creates this portal that sucks in his girlfriend, or his childhood girlfriend, disappears, makes him completely introverted from then on.
Right.
He is just agoraphobic. He's worried, just worried he's going to lose something else. So it's his music did this. Maybe other people as well disappeared as well. He's like, he's blamed for this. It doesn't make sense, but he blames his music. He doesn't play it again. But he doesn't realise that actually something else came through, which was a lizard. And this lizard can talk from that universe. We're going back and forward, you see.
Right.
The lizard, and it says that it's like, hang on a minute. Maybe the lizard, in fact, the lizard didn't even come from the second universe. It came from like a third one through the portal. So it's portal interlinks everything. And then the lizard comes to him and says, look, you're not realizing how important music is. What you actually tapped into in that one moment is actually part of the power of an interdimensional war. And that the copy of you in the other dimensions is this intergalactic, interdimensional warlord who's going between dimensions, destroying them with the power of music. And all the other copies in other universes try and fight back, but none of them are strong enough. But in that one moment, you tapped into the power that none of them else can. So then he has to go on a journey. I can't remember, what was the other? We got any other components I had to put in? What's that?
Agoraphobic. Music.
We had the agoraphobic, which he still can't forgive, and so he comes out of the agoraphobia because he then has to travel to other dimensions, but he still has it because he doesn't want to go out into, he's got to travel, but at the same time so has the agoraphobia because he's looking for his girlfriend who's lost as well, you see, and then we combine them all.
Okay. Can't remember what the other one was.
Hey, gun and wing.
Anyway.
Right. So
just like a minute, Merc, that beautiful Epion. That's beautiful.
Loz, for the audience, they're gonna see it first, but for you, when we record Kanpai News, you're gonna love one of the stories.
Okay.
Anyway, so onto mine. We are in a world where magic, of course, is real because we've got a mystical, magical forest ruled by whimsical spirits. But the people in general have stopped believing in magic. So the power of these creatures has sort of diminished over time. Areas of magic have been pushed further and further back as man and their cities.
How are they actually ruling the village then? If they don't have
They're
power?
not ruling the village. No, the village.
No, your point
is
your village on the edge of magical. The forest is ruled by the mystical. Okay,
the
well, how are they ruling the
is ruled
forest?
by whimsical village.
Well, how? They ain't got power.
No. They've been pushed back, but their power's not completely gone. It's just diminished. So they can still rule these. They can still rule these small areas like the forest, right? But the rest of the world has moved on. The rest of the world is about science and technology and all that. In fact, even though they know magic is real, the people in charge have, made an effort to convince everyone that it's not real, to try and stamp out what little remains. And to this extent, there are people who patrol looking for these creatures, but the creatures are still quite powerful in their area, right? And so our main character is in this village, and he happens to be out in the forest, even though he's been told not to be out in the forest after dark. He's out in the forest after dark and runs into one of these creatures, and he's like, oh my god, first off, he's stunned that magic is real, and second off, he's afraid of this thing because nobody's run into one before. They're all told that magic's not real and it's evil and blah blah blah. But it turns out to be quite nice, quite cheerful, quite happy. Luckily, he runs into a rabbit. So it's a rabbit spirit, which is pretty nice. And this convinces him to eventually to help out with them. So when he's approached to be recruited as a pilot, because he's got he's got some good test scores for his village. They need somebody to patrol this area.
Question: Pilot for a mecha owned by the spirits or by humans?
No, pilot for a mecha owned by the humans. They want him to help stamp out magic creatures. And
he went to mecha gym class all the time.
Yeah. They figured out that he's been exposed to these things,
Okay.
And he's, so they want to try and recruit him, and so he plays along. He's like, yeah, sure, I'll help you out, but he steals the mecha, and then he goes to the forest to help out.
The rabbit.
No. The kid that wandered into
mecha, right? Okay.
Because he wants to help. He wants to help the rabbit spirit from the forest, right?
Yeah.
But so later on, he gets like he gets like pilot accreditation with the humans, but then he just basically steals the mecha to go support the spirit.
Yeah, he goes renegade. He goes rogue. And there's a whole subplot about how he has to, like, once he starts meeting some of the other spirits and he runs into like a couple of cat spirits, he's like, oh, I don't know about this. I do not like cats. I am resisting every urge in my body to just blow you up right now. So there's this whole subplot about how he has to get over that and face his fears about cats and yeah. Oh shoot! I forgot the teddy bear. Oh my god! I forgot the teddy bear. Oh no. So the since he has to live alone.
I just want to push you on this. That I do feel you've just pulled the. Oh, and he's definitely afraid of cats. Out of nowhere at the end there. So I feel you need to combine this teddy bear into his reason why he's definitely afraid of cats and round this off better.
Maybe cats killed his pet Yorkshire Terrier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's definitely afraid of cats. That's a good point.
We should come up with a reason.
A cat killed his mother. No,
Go with it. Go with it. How did the cat kill his mother?
So, well, his family owned cats when he was a kid, and his mother was asleep. She had to take some sleeping pills because she has trouble sleeping, and their cat laid on her face and suffocated her to death. Unintentionally, just trying to give her some love, but completely suffocated her to death. And so ever since then, this kid has been deathly afraid of cats because he doesn't want to own one. He doesn't want to be near them. He pretends like he's allergic. All that stuff. Because he thinks they're murderers. They murder people in their sleep. They murder babies, You should never let a cat in a room with a baby in a crib, because it will murder them. That's what the legends say. No, there are people that actually believe that, which is... Yeah. So because of this, he had to start carrying around a teddy bear, because it kept him safe when he was a little boy, right? And so he kept it with him. And at first it started out as an imaginary friend, like he imagined that he heard the voice, but then he actually started like doing the voice himself, and he got really, really good at it over time. And now that he lives out in the forest by himself, he can't actually stay in the village anymore. He can only look longingly at it from his mech. The teddy bear keeps him company, so he always has it with him, and it talks to him with his mother's voice.
Oh my god.
A little bit of Psycho there. Yeah, I think that's good. And so he keeps the forest safe, and whenever he's just whenever he really needs help against the human forces, the animal spirits rise up and give him extra power. They supercharge his mech.
I am utterly
It's the perfect
amazed.
synthesis of magic and technology.
I'm utterly amazed he somehow passed his psych evaluation in getting his mecha pilot license.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. They need crazy people. They need people who are willing to know that magic is real, but still kill it, still stamp it out. So yeah, they're looking for crazy people.
I mean, you could have just said something like, the spirits fudged the records and change the denied stamp into a pass or something like.
That could work too. I should actually keep that open in case I need it in the future.
Anyway. Any questions, Loz?
So what is he trying to do exactly again?
He's trying to protect the forest against the forces of humans.
Why?
Because a rabbit asked him to.
Yeah, because they're animal. Because magic, man. You don't want to let magic die for real. It's real, man.
But I don't get why he's so invested in it.
Maybe they've been protecting the village secretly all this time, giving them bountiful harvests and protecting them from storms and all that stuff. And cats, yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the cat spirits, you know, they spit up hairballs everywhere and scratch the trees.
Evil cat spirits. It turns out that the humans were being manipulated by the evil cat spirits all along.
There you
so
go.
that the evil cat spirits could take over. Loz is like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Yeah, no, it's fine. Let's just leave it. I was liking most of it. I just don't. I just think you were working on a lot of things. Then you had to try and bring in the teddy bear and the cats thing, and you didn't really have those, and then you just threw them at the thing. And
I thought of the cat thing early on, and I forgot to pop it in there and develop it. But yeah.
Okay. Let's do this thing.
Right. I should switch this back at the end of every round, but right. So your setting. I mean, sorry, your genre.
Don't be shit, please. Don't be shit.
Ooh,
Your genre is isekai.
Yes, easy. Okay.
It's
Your
ridiculous.
setting. Yeah, sorry.
If you don't get isekai, can you still have an isekai? It's my problem.
A new colony in the early days of Lightspeed Human Interstellar. Wait. I thought this was supposed to be an isekai.
Can't it be?
Okay, hold on. So isekai.
Because how are you ever gonna get back to your world?
Hold on. Sorry, I need to. Sorry. A new colony in the early days of Lightspeed Human Interstellar expansion.
That's a cool set.
So basically, I'm on another world.
Yes.
And you travel there at light speed, which means that, you know, hundreds if not thousands of years have passed.
Okay.
Well, in this universe, yeah. So you're on a different planet in this universe, but it's not. They're not to the point that are a massive galactic empire where you could just hop back wherever you want. It's like early days still, so you've got limitations on the colony and size of resources, travel.
And if you went back, it would be if you went back, it really wouldn't be the same world that you left. You know.
Well, no, it's an isekai. It's got to be. Oh well, I suppose it's an isekai. Can you have an isekai in the same universe? Does it have to be into a different universe?
Yes, you can.
So is this? You could, if you wanted, have this person throw through time. Would
Yep.
do.
Yep.
Yeah,
or they could be transported in dimension and end up on a ship that's doing one of these early expansions.
Yeah, that's different universe then. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you said about them going back, but then they'll have to be in
Yeah. Either way.
Okay.
Right, so let's go do the character sheet.
Right. So I think you got a good setting there. You got some good options.
Yeah.
Right. Now let's see what you're laboured with here. Oh, here we go.
Now maybe anime studios should be doing
dragons,
stuff like
especially good if dragons exist. Okay, I can still work with this.
I'm
No, shut. Fuck.
obsessed with dragons.
That was it.
Oh no, let's have a. Do you want to re-roll that?
Yeah, I want to re-roll that.
I'm gonna allow to re-roll that. I think that's fine.
Yeah, you can get one reroll.
Well, it's just to see variety in what we're doing.
Yeah,
we'll literally betray anyone because they find it funny, and it's almost always okay. So, we'll betray anyone for laughs. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I've already won because this is just combatants will be dispatched.
Is it?
Yeah, seriously.
What the fuck?
It's another world. They get there through teleportation.
No.
It is.
It's not. It's okay. There's some points which are very similar to Combatants Dispatch, but it is not, because in Combatants Dispatch it is not an interstellar civilization.
No, it's on the. Isn't it the?
Yeah, but it's not the early
different
days.
Planet. What do you mean it's not the early days? They're trying to take over that planet.
Yeah, but that's not really. It's not. It's very.
No, I get you. I'm still going to work on this, right? Yeah. But like, as soon as it hit like
to build on.
those 2 points.
Yeah. Okay. So you've got that. Right. So you've got to do better. You got to do better, Xeno.
Okay. So I'm going to ask this, right? So isekai, are we just treating this as you just can't get home? Right, you're in another world.
No, let's just go with the simple one, not to restrict ourselves here. It's just you've got to take your character from one location, time, setting, whatever, and throw them into a different one.
Okay.
More than just you move them from one room to the next. You got to throw them over some serious form of distance.
So okay. Well, I'm obviously gonna.
I don't know what that is on the tables, but I want to eat it.
It's bread.
Is it?
It's Yakuza Japan.
Okay, I thought spaghetti.
No. Now you're not so interested, are you?
No, it's still bread. I could go for bread, but I could
Okay.
spaghetti right now. I'm really into spaghetti. Had some chips.
I'm just trying to think now. Because I don't want to just do combatants will be dispatched, because that's just so firmly in my head right now. Okay, so I am thinking we have a character that is... Oh god, again, it's just so firmly in my head.
Well, add some spaceships in.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. So
Command's this track was very focused on the ground. So add it. You can. It's not.
Ooh, put it
you
in
can,
space.
Huh?
To have like space combat and things like
Yeah, let's
that.
have some space combat, some spaceships.
Okay,
So you can have
yeah.
you know, focus that way.
Okay, so
There's
basically,
dragons in here somehow. So come on.
okay, so I know,
Trying to
right?
throw you at what? See if you got what
I got.
in you.
I've got right. Okay.
Okay.
So we have the dawn of what you call it? An inter. I don't know. It's not in. Sorry, is it inside the same galaxy? It is, isn't it? Intra. No, inter is between.
Intra is between. Intra is
Yeah.
tragic because
Yeah.
a battle between families is terrible, but a battle within a family is tragic.
Yes. So the idea is that there is a war between humanity.
That's a nice
No, no,
mnemonic,
hold on.
mnemonic device.
What? What?
No, it was a nice mnemonic device that he used for
Okay, cool.
inter and intra.
Okay. Anyway, so we have a war between what's it called? Two factions within the same galaxy, right? What? Okay. Right. Have a war, space combat, lots and lots of space combat, and we have these carrier ships. Obviously, these carrier ships are used to carry smaller ships, right? And these carrier ships can go faster than light, right? So they can get to...
Wait, the carrier ship or the little ship?
No, the carrier ships. Not the little ships. Not the little ships. It's the big carrier ships. Because these are huge engines that are required to actually, go faster than light.
Sorry, I might miss the start. Did you say about fighting or something?
Yep, there is a, intragalactic war, right? And we got two warring factions. And this war is happening over a planet that is relatively... not advanced, right? And the war's happening, and humanity decides, you know what, we need to... We're losing our side here. We need to fire our big guns. So they end up firing these, basically tactical nuclear warheads. And in this battle, basically both sides get wiped out. Aside from a few of the small fighter ships that survive and get coincidentally stranded on this world that they were originally orbiting. So that they come down to the planet because they need to find a way to survive, right? They don't have the means of actually getting back home, their respective homes, right? And here we have it where our main male protagonist, he's like, he's got all this fanciful technology. He's crash landed because, he got damaged in the explosion. Sorry, his ship got damaged in the explosion. And he has to basically hide in, this fanciful world of knights and magic and dragons. I'm putting it in a fantasy world setting. And he, this guy... Well, why not?
This big guy, enough, you could find any planet, right?
Yeah, sure. This guy, he has like all forms of technology and all sorts of. So he even has ray guns, right? But he can't let anyone just steal his technology because then basically the Prime Directive, right, will go completely skew-if, right, and called out for being a witch, and he just doesn't want to deal with the hassle, right? So he sets up a house using technology that he's brought with him on his ship to basically turn his ship into this glorified hangar bay that allows him to store the ship inside it. Yeah? Are you with me so far?
No. What? He's got a ship?
Why not?
He turns his ship into a hangar bay that he can store his ship inside.
Hangar bay, yeah. This, yeah.
No. He uses technology from the ship. to create the hangar bay.
Oh,
What, in his
right.
ship? In his how does he make the hangar bay in the ship that's storing the ship?
No. No. The technology's in the ship. He takes it out of the ship to then like.
It's
like
like
He's built a base. Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
it's
He's
like
built a fucking
There
base.
we
Satisfactory
go.
where you
He's built a garage. He's built a
use
garage.
processing
Loz.
centers to build a
He's got a lathe, Loz. He's got a lathe.
Right.
Let the man process some trees already.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's just like yeah.
Right, okay, fine. But after a while of trying to communicate with back home, he's running out of food. He's got to find, a way to live in this society. So he goes adventuring, right? He goes trying to find his a place that he can actually find food and barter for food and things like this. He ends up coming across a would you call Axel in Konosuba a town or a city?
Oh, I would call it by the looks of it, it's a city, but I think they call it a
city,
town.
yeah.
And that we've never actually seen a real city from the angles you see Axel. It's supposed to be a town, but it's like, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that kind of like town.
It's big, but towns.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn big, right? So he finds his way to a town, and using his technology, he's got a universal translator. He's able to communicate with the local folks and everything. But they kind of look at him weird. And it's like, what are you? And they've never seen a human before, and they're like, we're talking about like effectively dragon people, and he's like, oh well, I'm from another continent. I'm from the continent of Denmark. I've never heard of Denmark before. Yeah, it's really, really far away. Like it's taken me 6 months to get here. Yeah. What's a month? It's lots of days. So and then he's trying to convince them, and he's trying to he's picking up adventures from like the Adventuring Guild, and he's able to like do these missions and quests and objectives really easily because he's got his ray guns. But he can't let anyone know about the technology he's brought with him. So whenever he's banded together with a group of like co-adventurers, so to speak, and he's like, no, you can't, oh, I can't have anyone with me. I gotta do this by myself. He basically ends up betraying them and just. He'll just vaporize them with his ray gun because, I gotta keep this secret. I gotta keep this safe. I gotta, I need to eat, right? So he'll just backstab anyone. Right. Now, this feels a bit flimsy. I know.
The guild doesn't catch on that people that he goes out with keep dying, Yeah.
And he's just like, oh god. They're just not skilled enough to deal with it. It's like, but this is a rank F quest. Like, how are they? They just tripped and fell on their own sword. They tripped and fell in lava. Like, these guys, they don't buckle their boots properly. They trip and fell in a ravine. No corpses anywhere. So
those southern dragon people,
Yeah,
you know how they be clumsy.
Well, it turned out to be like this southern dragon person was really pissed off what this northern dragon person said about gravy, and they ended up having a fight, and one thing led to another, and they just fell on each other's swords. I mean, and then just as they were stood there over the lava pools, they just fell in the lava, and there's no bodies. So yeah, you know how it is.
It's ridiculous. I love it.
I've tried. I have tried really hard.
I was sad with yours.
You were sad with mine.
Yeah, it's not good. What was the one object? I don't think you had the one thing about him being a dick.
Literally vaporizing people.
Yeah, I guess. But no, what was the actual point that came up on the spinning wheel?
It was like will betray anyone for laughs. That was the key thing.
Will betray anyone because he thinks it's funny, and it almost always is.
Yeah, but he's not doing it in your one. He's not doing it because he thinks it's funny. He's doing it because he's trying to hide his technology.
I acknowledge this.
Right. I'm going to do yours better.
Oh no!
Oh no! I thought you were gonna steal my idea. Why don't you do your own idea?
No, I want to do yours because I thought it was so cool. Okay, right. So come as quickly.
Okay, yeah. Go on.
Okay, so what we got? is a...
Wait, hold on. How much of mine did you actually like?
I like the character. I liked him doing what we're doing. I like the use. I thought it was okay, but I just thought that you could. I just think that it was so much. You did a lot of work, and it'd be so much easier. Okay. To kind of weave it in, because I feel the isekai thing. You went for the simple, quite in-universe option.
I found it very difficult to go with the whole.
See,
like,
I thought you were going to say their battleship
speed.
got hit by a massive massive space truck-coon, and got teleported to another dimension.
It was smacked by the truck by the Guild of Travelers.
Yeah.
So we have a race of humans expanding out through the universe with their invention of. I'm going to steal for Hitchhiker's Guide because I can't think of it. The ultimate improbability travel drive system.
Okay.
It allows, and the way this system works, it actually pulls energy from other dimensions, which is actually kind of a thing, or dumping energy in other dimensions. So, hey, look at that! Anyway, the thing is, the majority of the time, the way these drives work is they go into sub-dimensions and all these other crazy dimensions, which are just, it's nothing. Absolutely nothing. However, as this race is expanding out through the solar system, this is on like the far fringes of this empire. It's like farther expanding. Really, they tried to do a leap to they found a suitable planet. It's kind of a bit. Gonna have lots of desert because desert's good. But they can live there. So they've teleported out to this, and they're setting up a colony in this far-reaching space. It's gonna take a long time for if they need to get any support to get some. But they brought a lot with them. Bought like a giant colony ship, and they've settled it on the planet, and they're building spaceships, and they can do all that sort of things. So expanding out the universe, but still they're quite self-sufficient, in themselves at some point. And the encounter. Alien space dragons. They live in stars and they live through space, and they're ancient sort of creatures, and they're all different sizes, and they live forever, and they just get bigger and bigger and bigger. So we can have like spaceship battles with them. That's the reason for that. Problem is that there's also little small dragons as well. The young kind of grow, and it's kind of a. They're very highly competitive.
So it's the different levels of Dragon Ball Z dragons.
Yes,
but a whole race of them.
Yes, whole race. And the problem is we just can't communicate with them. Humans they try everything they do. Like computers just can't work out their language. It's impossible. It just doesn't make sense. They seem to be in a just completely different way. I don't know how it just can't compute how it works. Like it would just take some sort of weird savant mind to come up with some ridiculous dragon language to actually figure out the weird ins and outs of it. Cue in our other dimension. In this other dimension, we have a high school kid who is complete arse, who only cares about one thing: dragons. He loves dragons. He plays every video game.
And pranks. Dragons and pranks. Dragons and pranks.
No. Yes, he does, but that's because, well, one, he watched Kobayashi's Dragon Maid and he thinks that dragons do pranks.
Yes,
but he's followed everything. In fact, so my thing would be that they'd be on at one point, it'd be explaining, like, why are you such a dick? It's Feminist. And like, I just love dragons. Dragons do things. And on the screen would be that scene from Kobayashi's Dragon Maid of Canada does pranks things. Anyway, he thinks in Dragon. He's played every game about dragons. He's read every book about dragons, and he believes himself to be like a dragon, and thus everyone else is beneath him. Everyone else deserves to be pranked because I am just a supreme dragon being. Clear, look, all this draconic knowledge in my head. I can read dragon in all these different versions of draconic languages. And today at school, he has to go on a visit to a bloody nuclear power plant. Oh, it's some sort of green trip or whatever. And then when they're going there, at the same time, sadly, a truck randomly crashes into part of the nuclear power plant, causing a power surge. At the same time, in the other universe, the ultimate improbability drive is doing the final delivery that this place is going to get for the next several years. And the coalescing of these two time points causes him to be sent through onto the spaceship that's just arriving in this in the universe fight with the dragons and things, the space dragons, on the ship that's arriving. Like, what? How did you come here? And he's like naked because it's joking. It's funny, and he just doesn't know how he got there because the truck crashed into a nuclear power plant, and it was the energy was being pulled from that and some sort of thing at the same time, and that's how he arrived there. And it turns out he can speak to the dragons. Because it's one of the languages from one of the games that he experienced. Because he literally learnt it to the nth degree. Only he is able, because he practiced with his tongue and everything for years, he is able to communicate with the dragons. And he also uses it to mistranslate anything the dragons say that's not in his favour, to dick over other people. So he is the one being that's like, well, how did he turn up? I don't know, but he can communicate with the dragons. And so hijinks ensue as he is the one thing to help bridge the gap between humans and these dragons. There you go. That'd be fun. There you go.
I'm impressed that a truck could take out a nuclear power plant.
No, the truck took out something outside the nuclear power plant, which caused a power surge at the same time in the core.
Which, like, destroyed
the
whole system.
Yeah. Yes, which
Yeah.
caused a flux in the system at the same time as the ultimate improbability drive in the other dimension, and that caused them to sync up dimension-wise, and they never should have because of that. And that's,
So did any of the other students come with him? It was just him.
No, they all died.
No, none of them died. It's yeah. No.
So, like, everyone else is perfectly fine. Maybe a little green.
Yep.
But,
They just know what happened to him. His clothes are still there. It's just he's just gone. They're like, how did that happen? I don't know.
Vaporized.
Ultimate improbability. There's just
Okay,
a bowl
so
of petunias in space of where his clothes were. Sadly, no one understands why.
Also, if you didn't realize, my intragalactic fight, it was the starting setting for Valerian and was it a City of 1,000 Planets?
Oh, I thought it was Gunbuster.
No.
I was going a little bit gunbuster with my dragons. That's oh yeah, no, that's what I was going to do. I was going to be like, why are the dragons attacking humans? And it's because the dragons are slowly dying out, and they realise that this ultimate improbability drive that humans have and use, they need to use it, but the humans are worried that the dragons are trying to get it off them to get to Earth. That's why they keep attacking them, because they want to wipe them out. You see, and there's miscommunication.
And this kid makes it worse.
Well, yeah, he would totally take over the human race if it meant he could live with the dragons.
Well, he just basically wants to use it. He doesn't want to teach it. He doesn't want to teach anyone because he wants to be the one. Because he wants to live with the bloody dragons all the time. It's like, to the point that he's got a person here. It's like, you should be helping the humans. They're not my humans. I'm dragons.
Okay, let's go for Loz's now.
So yeah, is this actually?
I did like yours. Don't get me wrong, Loz.
now?
I did like yours.
See, that way you can have
that is
spaceship
actually-
battles. Because I thought, you got this intergalactic thing. You gotta have some spaceship battles. Spaceship battles. There's not enough stuff for. I know there's. What is it? Legend of the Galactic Heroes. I've got to watch that because I've got spaceship. I need more spaceship.
That's like forever long though, isn't it?
I know it is like forever long. That's kind of cool. I like spaceship battles though.
Okay, let's
Right.
go for it.
Spaceship Battle's pretty dope.
Go on.
Right.
Give me another.
So your
bloody
genre.
school. Ooh. Police.
Police.
Okay.
Okay.
Police in a park, got it.
Yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't
Yours-
finish that. I was loving it. Oh.
The Wild West,
No.
but in space.
Oh man. I
Okay,
got another
so
This is
Space
perfect so
Precinct.
far.
Space Precinct. What was that? 1777 or whatever it is.
I thought it was
West.
2099 or something.
Runs really
Oh,
fast,
runs-
but walks really slow.
What? What?
I want to say he re-rolls that. That's a really dumb one. That's a waste. That's a waste.
Do you want to use that, Loz, or do you want to reroll?
No. Yeah. What's that? It's no.
No,
Alright.
that's a non. That
That would work some sort of school comedy or something, but like.
Yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely cannot have anything touch their ears.
That could work.
Oh, okay.
Like, got headphones and things. And
He's in the police. They try and make him wear a helmet, but he won't have it.
Yeah.
Can only drink sparkling water. In this
What?
desert, Wild West planet.
You're in space.
I mean, that
No, that can be. Okay. No,
that can work. That can
No, I
work.
can work with this.
certainly.
I can work with this.
I mean, the
Yeah.
first one.
Well, I
was
can, I can
really
set the
running
character
up.
up, but I can't set up. I'm trying to think. Can I have some form of? I need some more things for my setting. This is the thing. I do feel this is good because we got.
No,
we need-
what's wrong with? Hold on, no. Let's just talk about it. Let's just talk
Oh,
about it.
wow,
Right.
this actually shows you the past. Okay. That's interesting.
That's nice, right?
I didn't know that.
But regardless of
No,
that,
I just feel that it's just like though I've got my character and I can explain why my character has these weird traits. That's fine, but like he's just Wild Westing space police. And I'm like, there we go. He's Wild Westing space police.
yeah, but like, what kind of jobs does he have to do, right? What kind of is he just a patrol officer, or is he
alone?
like a
Is he a lone
detective,
sheriff? Is he,
right? Is he a sergeant that has to deal with?
That's the thing. I feel that our spins do need another world element to it.
Yeah, let's give Loz another one. Let's give Loz
another
another one.
world element. Can I,
Yeah, let's
give him-
let's give him another
Can I
one.
have another world element?
Yeah, you can.
So we want setting? Yeah?
The other one, literally the other one's like popping in the head and like pow, and I'm like, okay, can I have more for my world element?
Right.
Maybe it's a reused one.
You're the first person to realize magic is real.
You see, yeah, okay.
In your Wild West space, yeah?
Yeah, first police officer to discover magic is actually real.
and you have to do it by touching your ears.
Oh god.
Whoa, what is that?
What's what? The image.
Why does that look like...
Oh, it's from Penny and Stocking.
It looks just like anthropomorphized Twilight Sparkle from...
Oh my god.
I think she was actually zombified, but regardless.
Well, I meant the hair and the colours, the colour palette.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, hang on. Let me
Okay.
just try what's out. I still... Let me make
Space Police.
plot. The only thing I'm get that. I think I need a plot. I need to build this plot. I need to build a plot.
Start with the world setting. The
No,
easiest part.
no, got it.
No? You got it? You got it? You got it?
I've got to build into what I've got. Okay, so what we've got.
Okay.
We're going kind of Outlaw Star, Cowboy Bebop, massive intergalactic space network style thing here. Right?
Cowboy Bebop was only our solar system.
Was that only our system?
Yes.
I'm feeling that.
Because Ganymede is one of the moons of Jupiter.
Probably
They just had really good terraforming, I guess. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
okay,
to be fair, some of the terraforming was not that great.
No, I want it.
No,
make
it big. Make it big.
I want it big. I want it big. I
Outlaw
want
Star.
Galactic. I want Galactic. I want Outlaw Star, actually. Yeah, but Cowboy Bebop stuff like some of the shit.
I mean,
Cowboy Bebop's just so good, man. It's just so...
I don't know
but
if
on
you're
other
aware of
planets.
this.
Why are those people all the same?
Well, it's Berserk, isn't it? But I don't know if you're aware of this, but the setting for what's the Firefly, right? It basically was there's 13 planets, and all of them are basically habitable with some degree of terraforming. Unlike our solar system, where basically we can terraform Mars. I don't know if we can terraform Venus. But it's like we've only really got 2 planets that
Even then,
and then a bunch of moons. We'd have better luck with moons.
Yeah.
But yeah, the big thing with Firefly is like they got 13 planets that are in this nice space that they can actually
the all in one solar system.
They are all in one solar system, and the orbits are all wackadoo.
Are they?
Yeah.
So you don't just have one plane, I guess. You have several
yeah,
planes.
I remember there's
don't.
also like a nebula or something. Because in the movie they hid stuff in a nebula.
No, they didn't. Oh,
Yeah,
there was one planet. There was one
planet in there.
It wasn't a nebula. It was the atmosphere of the planet.
Right. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like
Anyway.
there was
So.
Anyway, Firefly.
What was my Wild West thing? What was that?
No. It's like your police officers on like the. I mean, if you want, Nasuth, bring it up and actually.
No, but, yeah, can you bring those points up again just so I get the?
I can.
So, what was that? I'm good to go. I'm thinking.
Bring up the history. This is all over the place.
It'll be down
are you
here.
sure this
Yeah.
is the history? Are you sure this is the history?
But it's not just a list.
I think
Oh, that might just be a list. Oh, this has just the last one. Oh no.
So what was it?
You're a police officer. So the setting was police. It was the Wild West in space.
Wild
sorry,
West in
your
space.
genre was
Okay, yeah.
police.
Oh, yes. Police. The police. That's it. Sorry, I thought it was police in space plus Wild West. It's not. It's police.
No.
Right. Okay. So yeah, we have.
And you're the first person to realize magic.
We have a lawless frontier. We have a rapidly expanding race of humans. They're going everywhere. But at the same time, because they're rapidly expanding, and because laws are just so bloody slow to catch up, commercialism and capitalism are just gone crazy, whatever. So it's almost like a lawless world. Taking the law is just so corrupt, and it's going to take years to fix it out because they expanded faster than the laws. Because it always is. That's how you get things like the Wild West. It's like, 'cause laws require order and structure and enforcement, and that takes structures which take time to move out and expand. Whereas jumping
rich people
to new
just
solar
have private
systems
security and they don't worry about.
Oh no,
the
just
police.
jumping to a new solar system, whatever. That's what you get all the time when you get boats
Yeah.
and people can just boat across the other continent. They found a continent. It's like there's no law really that can stop you. If you have guns, that people don't. That's got to catch up with you.
There's a saying about what is it? Something to do with communication. Is it like a war is won based on the speed of communication or something?
Probably things like that. Yeah, I mean, empires.
A government's influence is only
as
as good as its mail system. Yeah,
that's the one. That is the one. So yeah. So if you can't again, it's why in The Expanse, right?
Yeah.
Mars wants to be self-sufficient because comms between Earth and Mars are so slow.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why the Belters are just like this lawless space, because like Earth reach is stuff like that. That's how empires fell. It's like why Rome couldn't get.
That's why the Pony Express in America was so important.
Yeah, that's what you need. So anyway, so that's how we have our lawless frontier, and that's why we've got Wild West in space, because. And then obviously we can have some space pistols and things, so we can get our Trigun SS stuff on. That'd be really cool. Yeah. Oh, Outlaw Star style stuff going on. Right, for that. That's how we get our Wild West in space. But then obviously, that's kind of a cool setting for the lore trying to spread out, and that's where our main character comes into play. And he has a massive beat to follow as a space cop in this frontier. He has like 3 whole solar systems with planets on, and there's hardly any people to cover them, and he's just got to try and it's ridiculous, because he's on the frontier, and it's like he's told in 5 years' time we'll be able to expand out in that direction, and there'll be a hell lot more support. But there's you and like 5 other people, and you've got to cover this region. You've got to do all this. Now, obviously, they got a lot of good tech.
To put it in like actual Wild West terms, he has to patrol California, Nevada, or New Mexico, Nevada, and Arizona.
As if we understand that.
Yeah.
But he has the ability to light speed around.
Yeah.
Okay, he'd have to do all that, but he also has a jet plane.
Yeah.
So his own back command he can use. So just because that's a large distance for somebody without, because he does have the ability to move around a lot, and he has good tech for that, right? So obviously he has to try. He's like the leader of this like police in a pod, and his pod is just there's 5 people below him, and he's got to cover this other thing. But he's a bit of an eccentric chap, this person, and he always bucks the rules. Why? Because his ears have since birth been super sensitive, super sensitive. So he can never wear the police hats. That's why he's been given this horrible job. Because one of the key things of this, they believe, is the ruling thing is the helmet. Like, and they have proper. I'm going to give them proper Bobby helmets, like proper like UK Bobby helmets.
Right. With you.
There's more than that. There's a lot of tech in the hat itself. There's like, because that's part of where it's stored. Because you think it's ridiculous. It's got like a supercomputer in it for like the policemen. How they're able to do their jobs because it's got all this tech in it. But he refuses to use the hat. He refuses, and so he's been given this terrible command on the frontier fringe of it, of space, where he's doing this sort of stuff. And they have, because of this travel, they barely go down to the planets, but that's how we're gonna have our episode sequence. It's like, where they have to occasionally go to a colony or a planet and do things, but most of the time they are forever run ragged, traveling forever in space in their like giant space police car that then they have like little fighters that go out from it, but it's to like travel around. That's their cool space thingy.
I have a question for you. This giant space police car, is that for the entire squad? The 5 people?
So there's like a big ship that's the pod that they have to transport around like that, but they've got like from that they can like go out in their little space fighter crafts to go do different things.
So you're talking about the faster than light stuff.
That's the big ship.
That's the big ship, not the little ship.
Okay, I would make it that the big ship can do like all the jumps, but the little ships can maybe jump to the next nearest solar system. But they couldn't do lots of jumps. They could maybe make like 1 jump.
Okay, because that was my big question. Because like if they're reliant on where the quote unquote station is, right?
Yeah, no.
They'll only be able to do jobs within that solar system.
No, but so they can make 1 jump. So sometimes they might go, right, okay, so you go ahead because we're going to go to that one next. You just do some prep work for this, and this over there, and then they make 1 jump out there, but they have the expectation the others are going to come pick them up. Sort of
okay, cool.
Or occasionally they can be left behind and then like make a jump to safety to catch up or something. So it's like
okay, cool. So this main character, right?
In fact, the giant space ship they have, right, the main ship, they don't actually control the jumps, they're timed.
Ooh.
But they can, remember their little ships can do 1 jump, so they can catch up.
Right.
But
why?
It means that because it's all bureaucratic and it's run from above. And because it's like they need to be able to, the politicians say,
they have to hit their quotas. They have to hit their quotas in specific areas.
Yeah, and of how many hours their police do. And so to be able to, because they don't want to put the money into putting all these police in this region yet, they're able to do it if the ship spends exactly this amount of time in each section. It then counts as coverage of those areas, even though they should have 5 ships. You should have a ship of that size in each solar system permanently.
Okay, so our character, what position is he in? Is he in charge of other officers?
No, he's in charge. Yeah, he's in charge of 5. He's the chief with the 5 below him. Yeah, working underneath. So I'm giving you the opportunity to change anything. It is
the
easier
chief...
if he's one of the subordinates and there's a chief. It is kind of easier that way. I don't want to. I'll get fine.
No, hold on. No, but you could go for something like a sergeant position where he is responsible for a subset of officers, but is still reports to someone higher.
You know what? We'll have someone who report to higher who basically sits on the ship at all times and doesn't come. They don't come.
It's an AI. No, it's an AI.
Yes. Yes.
Very,
Of course it would be.
Very limited AI.
Yeah. And very rigid. That's why, because it's
Yeah.
controlling the jumps, and it's like that's what the company's told me to do. That's been paid to supply policing in this region. Yep, there we go. So it's going to.
And it's the only way. It's the only path between the officers and anyone up above them. It's the only.
Yes, that's why they can't
everything.
Yeah, well, and it's been programmed by the people above to do. You know, you've got to be able to do this thing, and this much time in this region and this much communication.
So could it be a case of
that was good? Yeah.
So could it be a case of he has to go out so that they meet the quotas, even though technically he should be more in the pod? Right?
Oh no! They've got to go out because they've got to. There's other quotas that they have. That's why as soon as they jump into a region, they all have to go out and do jobs to account for the coverage, and they've been pushed from above to try and give this coverage that should be 6 ships worth with one ship. They've got to do it for 5 years before, because the company's going to save enough money to be able to do other things, whatever, or they're covering a loss or some ridiculous comedic thing. And in 5 years' time, it'll all work out and they'll be able to give the proper coverage. But they can't afford it, but they've got to fulfill the contract, and the contract says they have to put policing in these regions. So the only way they can do that and trick it is to have the ship jump, let's say, like once a day, and there's like 7 systems, so it only spends, or 6 systems and 7 days, so it only spends a day in each system.
Okay.
So they have to kind of fix everything in a day.
Yeah,
but they can fall behind a bit. Yeah, they can fall behind a bit, and if they do miss the second jump, they'd have to wait for the ship to come around again.
So,
which is a big black mark on their.
They can sleep in their spaceships.
Right. So, wait. Their personal ones? Or
yeah, their little fighter ships could just sit in space for a week. It's fine. It just can't catch up.
No. But like, so say what is the regular living conditions? They all bunk in the same one room on the big ship. No,
it's a decent ship. The big ship. Remember, they are being paid from above, and they have good technology compared to better technology and what they're enforcing on the planets. This is
they do have proper living spaces.
Yeah.
So we're talking like like one person apartment sort of.
We're not talking like Star Trek captain's quarters on the Enterprise. We're not talking about multiple people bunking in one thing on a Defiant where multiple people are bunked above each other. I haven't seen the lower deck stuff. I really should see lower decks. I've seen.
No. Lower deck. You see the lower deck stuff in what's got TNG and Voyager or whatever. They're all like sharing rooms.
They are sharing rooms, but
it's
I
like
was
a
thinking
barracks.
like Defiant, where it's like bunks on top of each other, bunk beds, and that's all you got. It's a bit more than that,
Okay.
They're not oppressed. It's not March for Space. It's a good ship, but there's only but the ship should be accommodating more people as well. It should have like a crew of 30, but it's got a crew of 6.
And they're still having to they kind of bump into each other when in their private time sort of thing.
Yeah, because they only live in like a tiny bit of the ship. Which that's how I can have hijinks on the ship later on, because there's a massive amount of space of the ship that's not being used.
Right, I get you now.
Yeah. Right,
so but they have like wheelchair office jousting tools.
Yeah, they could. They totally could. Right? But remember, they got the IO watching them, so it's like they get one day off. Remember, there's 6.
It's not like every planet will always be having a crisis every week. So it's like they could be really busy on one planet and have to push it really, really hard and like not get much sleep. But then on the next planet, nothing's really happening. We can just kind of get lay back and we kick it off early and go back to the ship and catch up on sleep.
So the ship job spends 1 day in each system. There's 6 systems to cover, but the 7th day is their day off. They do get a day off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can have office jousting on the ship if they wanted. But we could also have like an alien thing could sneak onto the ship, and it's a big ship, so they would actually have to hunt around the ship looking for it, because the membership is for more people than there actually is there.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Right. But at the same time, now there's a key thing we haven't got onto yet, this is why I liked it. It's like the first person to discover magic. Now, how did that happen? Right. Now, because the AI is really strict on them, the AI is brilliant. That's so good. Thank you for that so much. So good. The AI is really strict on them. It's really strict on the resources they have for like food and things. And it says, you know, you've got to drink so much water. But he refuses to drink the water that the system provides because he's always hated it. He's always hated it.
Okay.
So he came up with a way. He's like, you know what? I actually prefer this if I can make it sparkling. And so what he made is his own personal machine that uses resources and materials that he can get his hands on, whatever, to make it carbonated. However, the system then starts cracking down on that. So he starts trying to he has to find another source of the CO2 he wants to do it. And he pulls in some space rocks when he's out there in the you know, in his little ship when the AI is not watching because it can't watch the big ship. He starts mining stuff from space. And he filters that down and uses that to start making his and it's the only thing he'll drink is this sparkling water. It's like he has to make it sparkling. And he goes the nth degree to find CO2 or bits of things or anything that he can use to make it into the sparkling material. And he accidentally infects himself with something, which enables him to have magic.
Metachlorians?
Yes, he injects himself accidentally with metachlorians, which were an ancient race of people which evolved, and there's the last little bits of it in this rock, and he gets into him, and thus he has magic. He gains the ancient metachlorian magic. Now, what is he going to do with it? Now, at the same time, it's like, okay, so what's the show? What is actually... We usually have a weekly hijinks show, but no, we're going to have, like, a mega conspiracy crime syndicate in the region. And they've moved in because they're totally aware of that. You know, nobody should really, because of the way they run it, it should be apparent that, you know, the police are there. There's always police. They turn up and they can be clever, and sometimes they can stay behind the region, so they do look like they're there for 2 days, and then they catch up with the ship just in time to get the next jump. So they do loads of trickery like that to make it look like they're always around. But this crime syndicate has found out about it, and so they're planning massive heists in this region, and you know, they have to try and stop it, almost like spy-esque crime mystery heist thing that's going on. You got the opponents planning it, and then our team, which are severely overworked, trying to solve it. But he's able to because of his magical powers, which enable him to, you know, see things that can't be seen and read people's minds and all this other crazy hijinks that puts him above. But obviously he can't tell people, because then the AI would probably be like, well, how do you do this? You know, probably decide dissect him and steal the metachlorians from him. So yeah, so he's got to cover it from the machine, or not use these magical powers where the AI could get him, because it probably would take him to pieces or put him in storage and send him back to the company. But he's got to use them to save the sector from this criminal syndicate that's moved in. There you go.
What about?
He's going to use them to save his water from.
What?
What about the ears thing?
The helmets. I told you, it's all based on the way that he's kind of a rubbish person put into this region because he's always been a problem thing, because he's from birth, he had very sensitive ears, and that's why he refuses to wear the helmets. So they all have these cool helmets that actually let them do loads of tech. Proper Bobby helmets.
That's how he could hear the metachlorians whispering to him.
Well, yeah. But so he refused to wear the special helmet, and that's why he's been shoved in this. It was the reason why he's been put in this bad job, because he refused to wear the helmet that they all wear, which links the AI. That normally, there you go. So that links the AI normally, and that lets the AI. It's like a relay point for the AI. But he refuses to wear it in his job, which technically he can get around. That's how he's able to do things without the AI noticing. But everyone else has the helmet on at all times because they do. But he refused to because of his ears.
And I assume he has to be very mindful of their helmets
when they're around. Yeah. But remember, they're completely overworked, and they're you know, so there's times he can go off by himself or by his rookie, and he comes up with reasons. He'll have a rookie because there's kind of a rookie with him. The rookie, and come up with reasons why the rookie loses the helmet, like he keeps knocking it off cliffs and things. So every episode, you can find bloody car. Oh no, we dropped it in a blender again. Or it went in the engine of the spaceship. Or oh no, that urchin I totally didn't pay is stealing your helmet. Whatever will we do?
We need to put out this fire, and your helmet is the only thing that can hold water.
Exactly. I was like, boss, you just broke my helmet. Oh, I wasn't thinking. There you go. That AI was brilliant addition as a Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Right.
It's a collaborative effort. Oh, yes. God. Okay. All right. Oh, dear. Should probably get rid of that. Right.
Yep.
I do hope we're not as lucky on this show as we are with 10 o'clock.
What do you mean?
That in 3 to 5 years' time we'll sit around and be like, I've seen this anime before.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious. Go on.
Right. So my genre is.
Hey!
Oh no! Oh no!
Go and he wants to go.
All right, let's go into the character. No, you want to do the setting first? All right. Should I do 2 settings?
Yeah, do 2 settings.
Yeah, well, unless there's a good one, you've got a good idea. You know.
An alternate.
Reroll.
Yeah.
We've got lots of options here. We're not going to get to see. So you know.
next time I'll set it to remove ones that we've done.
Yeah.
Sure. RPG style fantasy world with no actual game elements like UIs and level up.
Oh, so fantasy world then?
Yeah, essentially just a fantasy world.
Yeah.
Well, no, I imagine like RPG style would be like, you know, the whole magic systems and things like that. So I'd imagine things like Mushoku Tensei would work to this, but Shield Hero probably not.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah. There you go. Good examples. Good examples.
Doing a second
setting. Yeah, you said to do 2 settings.
If you want.
A medieval setting so covered by video game rules. What the fuck? Okay.
No. I'd love to see you try this, right? So, like, we're talking like video game logic here, where maybe
no RPG powers, no RPG elements, but video game rules that are not RPG.
Right.
Yeah. So basically, think about this, like maybe NPCs, right?
So everyone has extra, so people can generate extra lives, sort of thing.
Right.
Okay.
You know, you got a point system where you do jobs, you get points, and you get a level up.
You've got infinite sized inventory bags.
Sorry, no, I meant a 1-up. Sorry, not a level up. Inventory slots and things like. Why won't this stuff go in? There's loads of space here. Again, NPC characters just say the same repeated lines of dialogue. All of a sudden, you've got characters. You've got characters that are just like, you know, look, you know, very generic, and then all of a sudden an action scene happens, and then everything's super hyper detailed.
Oh my god! But it's an ecchi.
Yeah, it's an ecchi. There you go.
Oh my god! But it's an ecchi.
Yeah.
Oh,
I believe in you. I believe in you, Nasuth. Come on, we can do this.
All right, our character traits.
We'll help.
Right.
We'll help.
Character traits. Okay.
All right. Oh, it's unfair.
Good luck with that.
Why?
What's this?
No.
No.
Oh, come on.
What is this RNG? What?
Velma Dinkley style glasses wear. Can't see at all without them. Goes looking for them when lost at the expense of all other things. Oh dear. So in the middle of sex, their glasses fall off in their American style football helmet, and they have to go looking for.
Inside their American style football helmet.
Do they wear the helmet to try not to stop things knocking the glasses off?
There you go. Yep. Okay.
Right.
And
the one thing I get is why does an American football helmet exist in a fantasy game world?
I know.
Well, you see, long ago there was somebody who was isekai'd into that world. And it's not an isekai. It's not an isekai for us. Like, our character is not isekai'd.
Is it maybe an Easter egg game dev item? It's got like links on the helmet.
Oh, yes,
Legendary item. Yeah.
Yes. And so they found it. I guess it's gonna be a girl. Yeah, let's make it a girl. And so she found it, and what does it do aside from keeping her? Maybe it does something amazing, but she doesn't know it, and so all she uses it for is to keep her
really
glasses
subtle
on. Yeah. Maybe it makes her super attractive, and that's why she gets into etchy like hijinks. You know, people are just trying to. People just they'll give her anything she wants. Potions.
As long as she never takes off her helmet.
Extra inventory slots. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So while wearing the helmet, it doesn't. Because I would say if I know we're not allowed stats because it's like basically it's the helmet of ultimate charisma. Yeah. So anytime we try, so it's basically plus 10 charisma helmet, but we can't have stats. So basically, it's like what? It's not that whatever you say people will believe to be true. It's just that while wearing this helmet, everyone else you're perceived to be this amazing individual.
Yeah.
While wearing this helmet.
It's like, God damn, even if they know helmet so amazing as that.
Even if they know you're wrong, they're like, I know you're wrong, but god damn it, you're just so charismatic. I want to listen to you more. Tell me more. They're the Jordan B. Peterson of.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. Anyway, but that leads to all sorts of shenanigans where not only are her fellow humans tripping all over themselves to do her bidding or get into her pants or whatever, but even some of the monsters, even some of the monsters are like because she gets into these situations, she doesn't want to fight monsters, she just wants to stay at home and read books with her glasses.
No, I get it. Yeah. So she doesn't. She wears the helmet because it also has the ability that it keeps her glasses on more than normal helmet, whatever. So that's why she's never seen a helmet like this where she wears it. But while wearing it, everything wants to try and get with her.
Oh
yes, exactly. Yes. And so sometimes she'll be out there. She'll lose her glasses and she'll be crawling around on all fours looking for them, and it's people just like they just see that butt and they're like, what can I do to help you? What do you want? Oh god, I can't.
Okay, we need more video game element then to it.
So no. Let's go with the non-video. So let's give her more like what is her occupation? Like, you remember RPG style things, but no game elements, right?
So
just go with that first.
So something that requires a lot of books, but not necessarily like a mage.
Cleric
Priest might work.
Paladin.
Oh my god.
Man, I wish freaking WoW put Librams in fucking anyway.
No, she's like the book hero. There you go. She's like the book hero.
She's the book hero.
Yeah.
But good. Not good. Not bad, but good.
But not terribly done and poorly developed. Well, poorly developed, but amazingly drawn.
Are we taking digs at Shield Hero here, or
I think we are.
A little bit, yeah. And oh gosh. So she all her magic works only through books. Let's say she can make anything that she reads in a book into reality.
So we're not talking like a grimoire. We could just be like a fantasy book, and then Romeo and Juliet, and oh look, she's got a sword.
Yeah. Made out of paper.
Okay.
But like really stiff paper.
So like the paper from Read or Die.
Yeah. But she doesn't really. I mean, like again, she doesn't really want to be out there fighting monsters. She just wants to be at home reading, maybe making a little puppy to play with. I don't know. But she keeps getting into all these terrible, like she'll take Mr. Magoo style. She'll take off her glasses. Her glasses will fall off, and she'll be looking for something, and she'll end up in, the middle of a fight for the death. And finally she'll find her glasses and she'll stand up and she'll be like, oh my god, what's going on? And then she has to get in there and help out with her paperwork. Yeah.
Okay, to help you out here, right? Why would she ever leave the sanctity of her own home? Right?
Gotta get a new book.
Yeah, could be get a new book. So
she's heard about this legendary book that's in a distant town, and nobody's made a new copy of it yet, and she wants to be the first person to read that book. And
maybe her occupation could be like a scribe. She copies books. So
she's really good at it because of her book magic.
Charisma.
Yeah, well, that too.
Okay, cool. So basically, I'm trying to think of a reason.
Dumping a VHS tape.
Why on earth would she like leave her home. That's the most important thing. Because like if she's into book smarts and things like that, why would she ever leave? If it's a case of she needs to get new books or she's got her occupation.
I like the idea of her being a scribe. I like that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. And okay, so let's have an encounter like at a library, right? Give us an encounter at a library that that is very gamified, right? You got tropes from games in there.
Oh my god!
Set up.
That's really
The problem
hard.
with some of the books is that once they get written, and then once they get read, they disappear because they get used up.
Yeah, so she's constantly having to make new ones.
Yeah, there you go. That's her job because books in this world, once they're written, they get used. Once they're read, so they get used up. The
wizards. Yeah. There you go. The wizards read their scrolls or whatever, and the books just disappear because they're only one-time use. Yeah, and so she has to keep making new ones.
Book goes blank every time.
Yeah. You've also got delinquents that go around people's houses, smashing pots, stealing books, stealing money and things. So you have to replace those.
Gotta chase them out of the library.
Yeah.
And strangely, some people have realised that if you stand in that corner on one leg while holding a fish in the other hand and jump 3 times on 3 p.m. on a Tuesday, you duplicate whatever's in your right pocket into your left pocket.
She's the only one there who's not just a blank NPC. So she's the one. She's constantly having to do like all the work because they're just walking around like saying the same lines over and over again. Hello, it's a beautiful day today. Would you like to check out a book? I heard a rumor that.
Oh my God. No, these better be Oblivion level NPCs.
Oh no, you put a pot on my head. I can't see you. You're stealing?
Where'd you go? God.
It's really nice to talk to you. I hear the flames of Angermarsh are rising once more. I don't want to talk about that. Goodbye.
Oh my god.
Bye.
Oh my god. Loz. Never mind.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Hello. Never mind.
But yet they're all they're all like, because of her helmet, they're always like trying to gather around her, even though they're on preset paths.
There must be other. So most of the majority, most of the NPCs don't have names, but that she's a named character basically. There must be, because there's got to be other people for it.
There's going to be other named characters too. Yeah, it's just that none of them work at the library.
Yes, I see. Yes, yeah, exactly.
Right. Yep. No, that makes sense. And I assume all the other named characters, like, they have more of an intelligence to them, as opposed to just like repeating one-liners.
Yeah, but they don't realize they appreciate this. Just like it's like they're just the commoners. That's just how they are. They don't.
It's just normal. It's just normal for that world.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to make you guys watch Charles Counterattacks. That would make sense about Satyr and Dulzator. Just
Well, cool. That's probably enough. We've gone on for quite a while. I don't think we can get another round in.
No, I don't think we can. It was fun. It freaking
could use a little tweaking, but yeah.
No, I thought it was amazing. I really liked it, but I do feel we needed like the 2 roll. We needed maybe a few more wheels. For points to work on. Like I think we need a plot wheel. Like so that like you can have like a big bad villain, or you could have one which will just literally say slice life. You don't need a plot. Just go with it, and then others will be like, your character is actually, has got to set up a heist throughout the series, or your character,
you're trying to win the heart of a romantic love interest.
There you go, or there's an evil organization that is out to steal all the fish, I don't know, of the planet.
You're trying to take over a world to conquest. Like
you want to be the big bird in the spelling bee, the international spelling bee.
Yeah. It's like, having a goal, would make it so much easier.
To structure more things to plot. Yeah,
I'll think about that for next time. Yeah,
great examples from you and Thaylien, by the way. There's some of them really
grand. Cool. Right. Well, that's it for the topic. Let us know what you thought. It was very different.
Which one of those would you watch? Which one of those would you instantly say? Nope.
Okay, so 100% Loz's space cop idea, no matter what.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
I like a bit of like the Stargate universe thing with like the thing.
Yeah, I was thinking Stargate Universe too. Yeah.
The thing I definitely wouldn't watch is my first idea. That was just a train wreck.
Well, the key point is you start big and work down. You don't start with, and you named the lizard Scruffy. It's like you've got to give the lizard
Loz, it was a freaking, what's it called?
He was
setting with an
I told you a cool way to do that one as well.
I know, but it was still painful.
He was our first sacrificial lamb.
It was the first, exactly.
Right, so let's move on to the supporter questions. So, Zrugal asks, before I read out the supporter questions, I just want to thank you all for watching or listening to our podcast. Please hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment if there's anything you'd like to say. We read them all. Do you think we should make the spinning wheel like public so that people can actually have a go themselves?
I'm not sure how easy that would be.
We can investigate it.
I do have a Google spreadsheet, so we could share that, and then I could just draw from that. Yeah.
Have you ever seen something in an anime that made you hungry enough to go get or make some when said anime was over? If so, recently, what was it? I know the infamous story from Joey that the subliminal messaging in Code Geass actually made him buy a lot of Pizza Hut. And he didn't realize that.
I wish I could say that Dr. Pepper from Steins Gate, but no, I didn't. No. I'm not usually too subject to that sort of thing.
I just get hungry.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I need food. Give me food.
Maybe some ramen, maybe, but that's just because I eat ramen anyway.
No, but like the good kind of ramen and things, that's not so readily available.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I had stuff to my own, but still.
Yeah. Loz?
I always wanted to eat these hamburgers, jelly donuts, rice balls.
Right, okay, let's move on.
I can't think of that, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as a kid always made me want to have pizza, but I didn't have pizza for years.
Well, that's just because kids want pizza.
I didn't have pizza until I was like 14, 15 or something. My parents just never did takeout. It was weird. I never really even had like Chinese takeout until I went to university. I remember eating chicken balls with Drew. Sweet and sour chicken balls with Drew, and I was like, what is this amazing food of the gods that was been eaten properly? People have like chopped up meat, stuck it in ball form, and given it with an amazing sauce. I'd never had it before.
I mean, I don't know about you, but like the closest like pizza takeout from my parents was a good half hour away. So it's like, you know, we didn't really do takeout that often, and if we did, it was Chinese, and again, that was 20 minutes away.
All we had was maybe fish and chips. That's it.
Yeah. So let's move on to the next one. Ghost Turkey Nasuth says, Japan is well known for having some pretty crazy commercials. Have you ever seen a Japanese commercial so crazy that your brain was just kind of unable to process it? Oh my god.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, it's the
Was some Donald Trump
the one with oh god, Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's like it was this energy drink thing, Japanese Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah, that one's good too. That one's good too.
And like I'll have to dig it out. I'll put a link in the description below if I find it. He's like a boy or something like this. It's so weird, right? He acts like this really wimpish guy. He's like, but you have muscles for days. And then he drinks it, and then he just it's weird as hell. Anyway, Ghost Turkey Nasuth also says, if he scrolls down.
No, it's just it. Would you like to?
Would you
like to? I've got a great one. I do have a great one. I don't know if we could actually make people see it on stream on the recording though. So
no.
I'll show it to you later. It's really good. It's for Digimon, and it's really good.
I'm pretty sure there was also the Sega Saturn adverts as well.
Oh yeah, Sega Sanshiro. Oh, those are so good.
Yeah, right. Anyway,
but I'm gonna say those make my brain just screeched to a halt by sheer whatitude.
Okay, so Lewis Spray says, "Hey, what if Nasuth's favorite template was made into emojis?" Huh? Sorry, that was a strange thing to ask.
And he's got emojis with it. You guys can't see it, unfortunately.
Doesn't really work if they can't see the emojis, Nasuth.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Always
Thaylien.
has been.
Right. And then Lewis Spray also asks, Xeno, in a recent release of Notice to Be Senpai, available on youtube.com/Xenogelion, a great source for improv comedy related to anime. Don't forget to visit his Discord from the description and join in the fun. Xeno was rather...
Xeno to make a bloody intro video to explain the show for people who've never seen it or understood it before.
there.
He's pestering him at all possible opportunities to make sure he makes it and makes it with good quality.
Xeno was rather ill and said that
Xeno was ill and making other
chains...
people ill, but made other people. Oh, sorry, what? Oh, sorry, you go.
Xeno was rather ill and said that in the Chainsaw Man universe, he would create the diarrhea devil. What devils would our other two co-hosts create? And while they decide, would they like to join me in shaming Xeno for his awful ideas? I was ill. Leave me alone.
My understanding of I've only seen a few episodes of Chainsaw Man, but they kind of it builds up. The devils come from existing things. It's like the gun devil is this massive thing because of gun violence and things, right?
Because of the
It's the
perceived
fear of
So your diarrhea devil is actually quite a. I don't think that's a bad idea. I mean, I know
No,
it
it's
sounds
not,
horrific,
no,
but at the same
especially-
time,
especially
diarrhea
like
kills people. If
the amount of Taco Bell, yeah.
Jesus Christ!
The amount of
In the
Taco
development-
Bell
I was
that
being
exists in this
serious.
world.
The
I think
diarrhea
Nasuth-
can
I
actually be a
think
life-threatening
Nasuth-
thing. But
I think
yeah,
Nasuth is being serious as well.
Yeah.
right. Yes.
But yes, no, you're right. Yes.
What two devils would you guys come up with? I also came up with the Java devil as well.
Oh yes,
I mean-
yeah.
You want to have like either a thing or an abstract concept, like the Pepsi Man devil would actually work because sugar and diabetes things could actually be done
The
as a thing.
drowning devil.
Yeah, that would work. The drowned devil, the drowned devil, the drowned god of Game of Thrones. That could work.
Because yeah, that and burning to death are like, oh man, I don't want either of those.
Wait.
Anything
Did you just say burping to death?
Yes,
Burning.
burping to death.
Oh.
The burping step, the burping devil. It makes you burp.
The burping
The
devil.
hiccup devil.
Oh my god, the hiccup devil!
The hiccup
Right.
devil.
So let's move on from here. We've come up with several. So right, so that is it for the supporter questions, and now time for the comments from last week. What?
Just before you got that, Drew. So it's like, you know, the main character's pet dog. Is that technically the chainsaw devil? Is that how this works?
Yes.
So moving on to the comments from
Yes.
last week.
Is it? Okay.
Yes, it is.
I'm saying nothing. Right. First, some comments from Kanpai News. Drew
Actually,
says,
just one comment, but
"I
whatever.
want what?
It's just the one comment, actually, but yeah, that's my bad.
Well, I'm reading. Right. I want G Fuel now. No reason.
So subliminal,
Please don't.
subliminal,
It has taurine in it. Right?
subliminal stuff works on Zerugel, we've determined.
Buy stuff.
Yeah.
Bye. Anyway. And now on to last week's Kanpai Cast comments. Stromber's Void Shell says, Kanpai gents.
Kanpai!
Kanpai. Right. Nick Evans says, I watched Loz almost smile at the first joke from Zrugel. It must have been hilarious.
I don't remember what the joke was, but anything that gets a smile
Right.
out of Laws must genuinely be hilarious.
Right. If Loz doesn't want to do the hentai episode for the spicy number episode, I volunteer as tribute. We'll talk about that later.
Why would I not want to do the spicy
Right.
episode?
Zrugel says,
I love me some hentai.
I loved I'm the Villainous, so I'm taming the final boss when it started, but I'm not just enjoying it anymore. I feel like I was lied to because I like the first few episodes so much, I'm dropping this one. At least until it's all out, then I'm binging it. I can't stand high school dramas, and the school arc feels like that. Fair. I think that's fair.
I would just help Zerugel out. This show seems to be 3-4 episode arcs, and the first. Yeah, I get what you mean, because like the first 4 episodes I felt was going to be the whole 12 episodes, or at least 10 of them, and then it did it in 4. So then there's and I feel the second 4 episodes of school. I'm with you on that. I didn't like it nearly as much as the first 4. Really didn't. The current episodes. Did I finish the current episode?
The one that aired yesterday.
Yeah.
I know I haven't watched it.
Oh, you keep going, then I'll just quick check. I think it was okay.
Actually, I think I'm going to try Bibliophile Princess. I kind of like not enough hijinks and smart things. So I'm not saying it's my kind of show, but I'm going to try it. And
again, it's weird. It does again what you think would take 12 episodes in 3, and you're like, now what are we gonna do? And you're like, why are we at a camp and kids and books and what? And then wait, war? Then wait, what? Where?
And user says item. So
welcome back, user. Haven't seen you in a while.
So let's move on to the memes. All the memes come from Reddit. Some of them are absolutely brilliant. I think the last meme of mine is going to crack everyone up. And I have high expectations for that 6th meme of mine. I'm
All right, we'll see.
And you can also go to youtube.com/Kanpai_cast. Sorry, twitter.com/Kanpai_cast, where we release the memes daily, as long as we remember to queue them up and Reddit doesn't delete them.
Yeah.
So, let's move on to the first one.
Oh, this one's so much harder to read than I thought it would be. I'm not even sure I can. So essentially it's a guy being isekai'd, and the god's like, what power would you like? You can have one thing to take with you, and the power he wants is Saiyan mode.
Fair.
Let's face it, that would trump just about anything.
Yeah, you get beaten up, you get stronger.
Number 2. I wanted to go to college too. Power, just
Oh, that's good. That's a good one.
What an awful demon killer.
Yep.
Been a Chainsaw Man this week. So Lane, but what if it was understandable? Apparently Pantheon. I need to watch that.
Yeah, I've been watching Pantheon. I need to finish it, but it's I quite enjoy it.
Yeah. So that was 4. Yeah, all right, 5. Pochita, what did you say his power level is?
Oh my god.
That's the last Chainsaw Man one, because normal people, Ava fans.
Right.
It's from Ben 10, apparently.
Yeah.
It's his dad or his granddad or something?
Is his grandpa.
Yeah.
So why Evangelion fans?
Because it's a boy in a hospital coming in with somebody in a bed.
No!
Yeah, exactly.
No,
yeah.
That's disgusting.
No, that doesn't make
Moving
any
on to
sense.
my first one.
Yeah.
Bad Evangelion fans.
Right.
No, it's beautiful.
Elves in animes. Only use bows and magic. Elves in Gate.
Nice.
Gate is amazing in so many
Gate
ways.
is brilliant. Gate is so good.
What more Gate?
My second one. Human adopts cat. Cat. This entire house is my place. All of it.
Accurate.
Yep.
It is true.
Yep. Third meme. In 2022, she's back in season 2, and even more popular. Also in 2022.
Look at him.
Look at him.
Laugh. I just to point this out, I think this is also a dig at Twitter, because Twitter was where there was the whole thing of
it is.
We're going to redraw Uzaki-chan and this isn't proper and everything.
Yeah, because this is an unrealistic female appearance.
Right.
Yeah.
Even though then they'd be like, look, I'm cosplaying Uzaki-chan
and I look like this.
I look exactly like this.
Yeah.
Like women can look like this. This is stupid. Go away.
Yep.
No, we have to redraw her and make her frumpy.
Okay, so Spy Family. I think I forgot something. If you forgot, then it wasn't important. Yeah, you're right. And then you got Yor out in the rain.
Your spin-off. Well, it's Yor doing assassin things, and Yor being an assassin would make an amazing spin-off. Like,
god, yeah. I want that, right? Fifth meme.
I want Lloyd being a spy spin-off.
Before you press the button, I want to give credit to where credit's due. Loz linked me this one.
Oh, it's
so my 50. Yeah.
All right.
Number
Stonks!
5. Stonks! If
It's
you've
only
seen the latest episode of Witch from Mercury, you get this.
No, you have to, but you have to know even more because there's the Tanuki face at the back.
Yeah.
Because for some reason everyone says it's used to Tanuki. There's also memes where it's like in this episode it's like, yes, it is a Gundam, and then the meme of it is, yes, yes, Suletta, you are a Tanuki, but you're still cute. It's like, what the? And the tent is because of bloody what's his face is tensing. And do you see the bottom there? There's like next to the tent. There's these weird crisps. That's because they are literally doing Witch of Mercury flavored crisps, and they literally added to tomato flavor just because I think everyone
Oh
likes
my
the
God.
thingy.
Oh my
It's
god.
like, it's so ridiculous.
Right. Okay. And for the piece de
Oh yeah,
resistance.
there's tomatoes up there. Yeah, I see. Oh.
Yeah. And for the piece de resistance. Oh, there's also choo choo. Yeah. There we go. I fear no man, but that thing. It scares me.
All right, that is pretty good.
Yeah,
That is
fucking called
pretty
it.
Good. I don't know if it's as good as you thought it
Oh,
was.
come on.
It would have been. I would have laughed more if it was a Cessna and not a jumbo jet. But
Come on. I mean, how many planes
it's not
has
an
he
enemy.
been in?
Cessna use.
I still thought My
Right.
6 was funnier, but yeah, whatever.
You're wrong.
We'll let you, the audience, decide.
Do you know?
I mean, your last one was horrific.
And
It was. Oh my god. Right. So anyway,
I'm just thinking that after we've watched most of, you've made me go through most of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah.
What JoJo's Bizarre Adventure basically is watch Stardust Crusaders and honestly stop there because it's amazing. It's a really good show. And though I moaned at like the main character and things, like the composite thing of the whole cast is really good. Really got stakes and things. And then all the later shows are just to be like, oh yeah, there's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure thing, and do you remember how good Stardust Crusaders was, and this isn't? Yeah. And then you're watching this in the hope that we can try and make this as good as Stardust Crusaders in any small way, but we're never gonna.
I remember your attitude about Jotaro the entire time. You hated how he was just like a stoic, you know. And then it's the second Josuke turned up. I was like, I want Jotaro back. Give me back my boy Jotaro.
He was so much better. He was so like that's all the other shows do. Just make you realize how good in different ways Stardust Crusaders. It's like it could have been worse.
I'd say you
like,
should also watch Battle Tendency because the Pillarmen are amazing.
No, but that's before Stardust Crusaders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
so
basically have to watch
you should
everything
watch Battle Tendency and Stardust Crusaders.
And
Basically,
the
I
first
feel
one.
you watch those to make Stardust. They're like setting up Stardust Crusaders. You need to see those to get the full so Stardust Crusaders can be as cool as it is. But then you just stop at the end.
I thought
of
you were saying just watch Stardust Crusaders.
No, just
okay.
you want to watch all of it up to that.
Right,
That's like you've got to watch that. It's not going to be good, but it's all right. But it's not. It's like the prequel. You know,
I mean, in for us right now, in 11 days, the last part of Stone Ocean will be out. I would like to think Loz will enjoy Stone Ocean a lot more.
I still haven't watched part 2 because I've been waiting to binge the whole thing. I just can't. I can't
binge the whole
stop.
thing.
Yeah.
What was the bloody Italian one? Because that just went nowhere.
Goldman.
Golden Wind.
It was literally an excuse. I mean,
But
I
still
can't
better than
decide.
Diamonds Unbreakable.
Do you know, I can't decide. Actually,
Fart in the wind.
Golden Wind.
Diamonds Unbreakable has more heart than bloody that one does.
Yeah, but it's fucking retarded.
I know it's retarded, but it has heart and it's trying
like,
something.
Hold on, we're trying to do this whole dice game with an alien that is allergic to like large sounds.
It's trying
and we
to do
don't fucking
something.
notice that the house next to us is on
It's trying
fire.
to do slice of life JoJo.
It's trying to do some weird things. It's at least trying to be different and try and make it, trying to be good in that direction. Whereas bloody Golden Wind's just like,
it's awful, but at least it's trying.
Golden Wind is worse in a lot of ways because it's just like, people like this whole stupid stand
boring.
thing.
It's
Let's just
just
have
slow.
these stupid stands.
It is, but then okay, Loz, the hand.
Oh
With
yeah,
Josuke.
I get you. I'm totally I'm not saying either's good, but it's just like it's just nothing. It's like chewing cardboard.
You know what we should do? After...
It's chewing cardboard of a picture that said Stardust Crusaders was great, like you're like this, and you're just eating
I've got one. I got an idea for us. What we should do is an episode on JoJo after you've watched.
We do have series discussion we should go in depth with JoJo.
Yeah. Anyway, right. But next week we're going to be talking about anime conventions. And yeah, so thanks. So that's it for this show. Thank you very much for watching / listening. And now it's time to bottoms up and Kanpai.
Bye.
Bye everyone.